Here's a Beyond the Pitch podcast quick hit from the WVSA Digital Network.
Yes, I would say the number one sleep myth when it comes to adolescent athletes is teens are lazy for wanting to sleep in. That is definitely a myth. You may think that way, but it has to do with biology. So when we hit, 15 up to age 20 or so is kind of that peak in night owlness. So our biology shifts to producing melatonin, that sleepiness hormone, later on. And so we're looking at about a 2-hour delay in melatonin release when it comes to our teens. And so that is definitely a sleep myth that I see a lot. Some coaches, some strength training coaches as well, think that, they can schedule early morning practices, and the teams, they just have to go to bed earlier. And I would say that that's definitely a myth. They just aren't, biologically ready for sleep at an earlier time. So we want to, as much as we can, help shift some of those training times to later if possible. Potentially get lots of light in the morning if we do have to get up early. But in general, I would say that's a myth that I see a lot. I also see teenagers potentially thinking that they're a short sleeper. It's in their genes. They don't need enough. They don't need to get 8 to 10 hours of sleep. But in reality, it's a very, very small percentage of people that are true short sleepers, where they're maybe getting, 5.5, 4.5 hours of sleep, and, not really having these performance impacts from that. And literally, it's less than 1% of the population. So the chances that it's you is probably very slim. So we want it. For our kids who are between the ages of 5 and 12 years old, we want to aim to get between 9 and 11 hours of sleep. For our teens, 13 to 17, we want to aim to get between 8 and 10 hours of sleep. And then for our adults, 18 and up, between 7 and 9 hours.